Introducing the Spice Isle Jewelry Grand Christmas Sale. Get up to 40% off on our stunning collection of silver and gold jewelry above $115. Visit us to see our fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and our unique handmade pieces. Repair service second to none. Best value for scrap gold. At Spice Isle Jewelry, there's jewelry for everyone, so shop and save today. Treat yourself or someone you love this Christmas with something special from Spice Isle Jewelry. Serving you since 1986. Located on Grenville Street, St. George's. Call 440-3155 or 415-3155. And shop number 19, Spiceland Mall, Grandans. Call 440-6648 or 537-7801. Sale ends December 31st.
As you celebrate this festive season, beware of mixing alcohol with energy drinks. Studies show that this combo triples your risk of getting drunk and inhibits your brain's ability to tell that you've had enough. Alcohol is a depressant, while the caffeine in energy drinks act as a stimulant. When you mix the two, you'll feel the stimulant effects of the caffeine more strongly, and this can mask the effects of alcohol. You may not feel drunk, but your body is experiencing the effects of alcohol, so your balance and judgment are affected. Remember, the best option is drinking little or no alcohol this holiday season. Put safety first. A message from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council.
Let's get tough on breed, larceny. It will destroy our economy. Larceny threatens our food security. Can hurt us locally, hurt us globally. To all the buyers, ask for license from all produce sellers. To all the people, call 300 for police for them thieving fellas. To all the farmers, please don't steal produce from your brother. Then you're selling to traffickers, hotels and street vendors. Nah man, let's do all we can to stop radio larceny. New vigilance, new laws, and a tough judiciary. Stop Grenada's organized business crime. It's time.
To report predia larceny, call 300.
Make your Christmas bright with our Christmas Countdown daily deals at Ramdani's True Value. That's right. Starting December 4th, you get 20% off select hardware, and there's new daily discounts all December long. It doesn't end there. Select Harris paints and accessories are 15% off, and all fabrics are 12% off. Get an early start on your Christmas shopping, and you'll get the best deals at all Ramdani's True Value locations. Don't miss these savings.
Gifts of love with dread, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with dread.
We're bringing you gifts of love with cheer at the communal. This Christmas, we are your Santa. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Get in on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2022. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2022. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with joy.
Well, we'd like to say welcome to another Mikey Live program. The pleasure is mine to be back with you for another day. We have quite a few things to tell you about on the program. Welcome to the first-time viewers, and of course to the usual suspects. We want to say hello to you. And of course, I know it's that time of the year when everybody busy ending now. Yeah, But of course, news matters, so we have to tell you what's taking place in Grenada and in some of the other countries. What I can tell you is I'll try and not stay too long with you tonight, you know what I mean? So, here in Grenada, Sheldon Ruben is wanted by police as well. The RGPF says bodies discovered in boat could be linked to human smuggling or human trafficking. Police reports a 70% reduction in homicides for 2021. A spike in COVID-19 cases in Grenada. 12 new cases reported overnight. We'll talk about that. So we're moving from 0 to 12. Record high numbers of accidents in Grenada as police reports 2,347 road accidents. All right? And 8 fatalities for 2021. Very interesting stats. All right? The police says we have a problem. St. George's University now requires students to receive a booster shot in order to return to campus in January. And there's a doctor in St. Lucia who's been suspended for administering Ivermectin. All right? And they ask her to pay, and she said she's going to be paying with monopoly money. So we have all of that and more to talk to you about when we come back. We've got to let you know that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of course Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value IGA Supermarket, the Ministry of Agriculture. We want to say thank you to all our sponsors for making it happen, folks. When we come back, it's going to be real news in Oliolili Lolo. And if you have not yet done so, we'd like to encourage you to please go ahead and share the business. You see, when you share the business, that's how many people get to know that we are live on the business. All right, so again, go ahead and share the business. We will be back.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Grenada.
Count me, because we all count.
Count all of us. Nothing about us without us.
Count me.
Count me. We all count too.
Count me.
Count me. We all count too.
Count me. We are people too.
Count all of us. Nothing about us without us. Because we all count for the coming census.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
It's 12 days of Christmas at Courts. See the good this season and enjoy all your favorites. Shop today for 80% off Christmas decorations. Get a free rug with the purchase of any dining set and save big on TVs, appliances, power tools, mattresses, furniture, and much, much more. Remember, only with Courts Ready Finance do you pay nothing until March 2022. It's 12 days of Christmas. Come celebrate with your friends at Courts. Offers valid for a limited time. Conditions apply. See online and in store for details. Courts, bringing value home.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's the Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call Superb Distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
And I will be having two very, very beautiful hampers for two lucky, loyal Mikey Live viewers. Let me tell you, when I tell you the thing pretty, real pretty ending. All right? So we're going to tell you who these winners are tomorrow, God's willing. Now we get straight into the news. What we got to tell you about, boys, that police, they are looking for your help in locating this man on our screen right now. All right? They say that they would like our assistance in locating Sheldon Ruben, alias Zaba, 40 years old, of Pearls in St. Andrew. Ruben is wanted by the Criminal Investigations Department, Grenville, for questioning in relations to a report of housebreaking and stealing. He is 5 feet 8 inches in height, slim built, dark in complexion, with dark brown eyes. Anyone seeing Sheldon Ruben or has any information in relations to his whereabouts, you're asked to contact the Criminal Investigations Department at 440-3921-439-5583, Police Emergency at 911, Police Hotline at 444-1958, or the nearest police station. All right, so they say that they will really like your assistance in locating, finding him. Anyway, Samika, Faray, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday, Samika, and the rest of the team at the SVU, the Special Victims Unit of the Royal Grenada Police Force. All right, now, the next thing that I have to tell all you about, boy. So there was a press conference that was held today, hosted by the Royal Grenada Police Force, and they were speaking about recent things in the news and so on, and so they wanted to update the nation on things that are happening on current affairs. Now, one of the things that the police commissioner spoke about today is the bodies that were discovered. 7 bodies discovered in a drifting boat close to Carriacou about a week and some ago. All right. Now, the police commissioner, he is saying that based on their preliminary investigations, what they can tell you is that these bodies might have been linked to human smuggling or human trafficking.
As way of an update, you are probably aware by now that we discovered or recovered 7 corpses from that particular vessel, all of which are male persons and 2 of whom we believe to be teenagers. The vessel and the remains have been secured and is currently the subject of an ongoing investigation. To date, from the preliminary digital forensic analysis that has occurred with devices that we retrieved from the vessel, we are led to believe that this incident may have been associated with a human trafficking or human smuggling incident that went horribly wrong. This matter requires international collaboration, and therefore we will be seeking the assistance of the Interpol and other law enforcement agencies to support our investigation into this matter. From the preliminary findings, it suggests that multiple countries and multiple nationalities are involved in this incident. Juxtaposed against the fact that there were similar findings and sightings elsewhere in the Caribbean and Central America region supports our belief that this incident can be supported or is believed to be associated rather with human trafficking or human smuggling. I am sure you members of the public and members of the media will fully understand that at this current stage of our investigation into this matter, we will not be able to speak specifically to the details of the evidence collected at this point in time. So I crave your understanding and patience that as we walk through this matter, when it is appropriate, we will obviously update members of the public as is necessary.
Well, you know that there were some sightings in other islands in the region, and that led all these countries to believe that these discoveries are they form part of a wider problem. Yes, and so it is currently being investigated, as alluded to by the Commissioner of Police. Now, police is reporting that there's been a 70% reduction in homicides, in other words, in killings. A 70% reduction. You understand? And that's interesting. The Commissioner of Police again gave an update of some of the very important information as it relates to statistics with regards to different categories of crime.
As at the end of October this year, 31st of October, we have seen a 70% contraction in homicides. You probably will recall that there were 17 homicides in 2020 and 5 this year. We are also on track to achieve a 3% total reduction in reported crimes this year. We've also seen a 79% crime solving rate, and I might hasten to indicate that the RGPF has witnessed over the past 4 years a constant increase in its solving rate. Recognition and tribute here to our petty investigation departments at the stations, and of course our CID, who leads on the investigation of major crimes. In addition, we have also seen reductions, albeit a 5.5% in property crimes as well. But significant among property crimes is noted a 19% contraction in reported cases of predial larceny. We understand very well how this particular crime affects the farmers of our nation. We have also had the seizure of 16 illegal firearms and a quantity of illegal narcotics and funds that totals a street value of $9.5 million. We've also deported 37 illegal immigrants, most of whom were involved in criminal activity.
Whoa, you don't hear money, boy? Yeah, no. You hear money and thing by in the millions and thinking about it. I wonder what happens to the money, you know? After a while, maybe you could take that and, you know, use it for nation building. Yeah, I mean, anyway, we're moving on. Despite improvements in some areas, the Commissioner of Police says that there are areas of concern, and particularly, as you would expect, because we are nasty habit, there are concerns when it comes to sex-related offenses, particularly against women and girls, minors. There are just too many of that happening in this beautiful country.
However, notwithstanding those efforts, we do have a couple of challenging areas where we require continued public and stakeholder support. And those areas are sexual and violent crimes. As it relates to sexual crimes, while we are seeing marginal reductions in rape, incest, and sex with persons between the ages of 13 and 16, we have seen an increase in indecent assault and sexual assaults. Certainly, the reduction stated here in my mind is insignificant in the context that any one such crime is one too much, as it marks to the disrespect, and violence against our women and children in society. This problem requires a whole of society approach. The RGPF alone cannot resolve this issue. So we ask for your continued partnership, all stakeholders, communities, and members of the public, as we continue our fight against sexual crimes.
Yes, we have to weed that out of our society. It's just way too prevalent, if you ask me. Folks, as we are getting closer to the festive, well, we're kind of like in the heat of the festive season, we find that there are now more activities that are happening. So we have cruise ships, a lot more coming in. We have a lot more social activities taking place. There's no midnight curfew anymore. And so there are a few events happening. Yes? So what we now are finding is a surge in COVID-19 cases. So in the previous update that we would have given, we told you that there was 0 new cases of COVID-19 in Grenada. And the numbers stood at around 40, in the 40s, right? Now, just yesterday alone, Grenada recorded from 0 to 12. 12 new cases of COVID-19. We also had reported that there were no persons in hospital. Now there are 2 persons hospitalized as a result of COVID. And so now that takes our active cases to 54. Is that cause for concern? Hell yeah. It is cause for concern. Based on the tests that were done, 359, that takes our positivity to 3.3%. And that spiked 12 from 0 to 12. You see, so that is concerning. I'll be very interested in what our numbers are for today. Though we have not gotten that as yet, we are hoping that we will be able to so do by the time we are ready to close off tonight's program. So I hope that this news will encourage persons to kind of like be a little more vigilant. You understand? Unfortunately, the data doesn't show whether or not this number has anything to do with persons who are coming into Grenada via our ports, or whether these are all locally transmitted cases. We don't know, because we did not get that from the report. Probably, shouldn't be too hard for me to get that information for you tomorrow, God's willing. All right. So remind me to do that. Okay. So we just talked about the record high number of COVID. Well, the surge in cases. Now let's talk about a report today from the Royal Grenada Police Force. We're going back to the police. Unprecedented numbers as it relates to vehicular accidents, crashes. The police, they are reporting, check it out, 2,347. Listen, how many days in a year? Somebody do the math for me. How many days in a year? And if to date, as of the end of November, somewhere there about, we've had 2,347 accidents. Give me an average per day. Somebody quick, and all right. Give me an average per day. How many accidents on average per day? You understand? Somebody quick, no man, all right. Would you imagine that? The police is saying in no uncertain terms, Grenada, we have a problem. This, my friends, represents a 16% increase when compared to the same period last year. But hold on, I don't talk. Oh, look pushing me, man. Don't push me up so much now. All of that happened when we should be traveling less. All of that happened when we had a little lockdown and them kind of business. So what if we didn't have lockdown? So what if we didn't have lockdown and then kind of business and curfew and then kind of business? For a small island like 110,000 people and not all of us driving, 2,008 killings. Are you mad or what? Superintendent Randy Connaught says we have a problem.
I will now provide an overview of our current accident status, and I hasten to say our current state of affairs relative to road accidents are quite troubling. While we have seen a steady increase in accidents, albeit in most reported cases those accidents were of a minor nature, as a result of negligence and failing to adhere to the rules of the road and the directives given along the lines of the highway code, we continue to see steady increases in accidents. So for the period January to November 2020, we had a total of 1,975 road accidents. Fast forward that to 2021. We are already accounting over the same period for 2,347 accidents. And if my maths serve me right, I think we have about a 16% increase in overall road accidents. The rate of accidents for a small island of ours are moving at a speed totally unacceptable. Our 2020 accident statistics already account for 2,226 reported accidents, and that already has exceeded our 2020 total road count by way of accidents. Just last week, for the period 12 to 18 December, we accounted for a total of 66 road accidents. And just over the weekend, 17th to the 19th of December, 43 accidents. This is unprecedented, and the current state of affairs are at this time in the period of elevated police operations. Our posture has been significantly increased, and our traffic management and accident mitigation efforts are at its heightened stage. And I dare say, Grenada, we have a problem. I want to appeal to all motorists and pedestrians alike that we all have to make a conscious effort to drastically reduce the number of road accidents. We already accounted for 8 road fatalities for 2021, and might I add that accidents are all avoidable. And whenever they occur, they burden the resources of the state, especially the healthcare services, who at this time has been working in overdrive during this pandemic.
You're telling me? You're telling me? You understand? Did somebody do the average for us? What is that about? Between 9 and 9, 10? I'll look up around there. Somebody do anyway, yeah, me not no mathematician until I will do the thing for me. So you understand? You crazy? I mean, come on, man. You understand? It's a lot of accidents, people. There's a lot of accidents, and some of them, we didn't even ask him about hit and run, because that's like style and fashion right now. Hit and run is like style. People hitting you and they going. Anyway, the police say their solving rate is in the 70s, in terms like 70-something%, which is really good, you know, when you consider everything. But they say, you know, they're still working to improve that. But yeah, the solving rate is good. I promise all I don't stay no longer in Pokemon. I'm ready to bounce already. Yeah. I mean, I'd go and buy me ham and things like that. Oh yeah. So here now, by the St. George's University, they are requiring students. I get a text. Let me see who texted me on the program. No. Alright. Boy. They are requiring students to receive a booster shot in order to return to campus in January, in a letter to the students. They say that they continue to put the highest priority on health and safety of the SGU community and Grenada. It says that the availability of vaccines have given us a great opportunity to return to a vibrant and welcoming campus environment. As part of our commitment to communicate with you often, I want to update you on a few developments before the start of January, the January term. It says that by January 10, 2020, all students, faculty, and staff will be required to receive a COVID-19 booster vaccine to access the True Blue campus. Vaccines remain the most efficient, blah, 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 blah. So, I have a few questions to ask. What is Grenada's policy on booster shots? That's my question. What is Grenada's policy on booster shots? Or do we have one? When and where does the line draw? Listen, I don't say it. I don't tell all of that. Anytime you blur a line, that line becomes easier and easier and easier to cross. Anytime you cross that line, that's it. I have a philosophy, a mind. Once exposed to a particular idea, cannot and will not go back to its original state. And then I find what's happening with this whole booster and thing and vaccine thing is following a same pattern. That once you cross a particular line, you understand? Once you cross that line, place mash up. It now becomes like rhythm to say things that were once foreign to us. Talking on behalf of so many people, because they calling me, they calling poor Mikey and I have to talk. Me not a student, but I have to talk. You know, I just feel like, where are we going? I mean, maybe these things are necessary, but look how easy it has become. To say to you, hey, bam, 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 slam, bam, thank you, mom, it's this or that, tit or tat. You understand? I ain't telling nobody what to do. I'm just looking at the situation and commenting on the situation and say, I am vaccinated. And I want chance for booster shot, I'm gonna get me booster. I am vaccinated fully. So being fully vaccinated was once a thing. If you don't get, then this is you are required to do so. If not this, then that. That was a struggle. But then it just becomes so easy now to cross that line. So simple. And then the concern that I have is when and where will it stop? You understand? You have to take it now. You got to do this or that. You got to do this or that. Then you lose your independence. Then you lose, slowly but surely, the ability to decide for yourself. These very important things. One of my concerns when it came to being vaccinated was, okay, how do I know that when I get vaccinated, that something else is not going to come up, that I have to continue to maintain that particular thing, right? Which is the vaccination or so. Or because you have taken the vaccine, that there's another action that needs to continue to validate the initial action. That was one of my the concerns that I had. That took me this long to be vaccinated. Because I looked at all the angles and I said, okay, so. But what if this is just the start of a series
of things. And that if you don't continue to do this action, then you invalidate, if there's such a word, or you lose the value of the initial action. You follow me? I'm trying to keep it simple. So, yes, I am concerned. Yes, it's concerning. And I'm just using this particular scenario as a reference. Fair comment. You understand? It concerns me. I have nothing against no institution, nothing to do. I like them people. But it just concerns me. All good intention and so on. Yes, we understand all of that. Then it concerns me. You understand? Anyway, let me leave that alone. We're moving on. I could just imagine, you know, how some people might be feeling. You know, I can just put myself in your position. It's like when them people from certain parts of the world contact you and they tell you, you have won $1 million. In order to claim your $1 million, you need to spend 20. And then they spend it 20 and they call you and they tell you, you know what? You have to pay another $40 for the stamp that we need to put on the thing. And then they pay the $40 for the stamp to put anything. And they say, oh, to get the money to transfer to you, you have to pay another 100. You know, but that should be the last step. And you pay the 100. And when you pay the 100, they say, oh, the money bounced back because there was an error in your name. And then so you know, you need to go put the proper thing. You understand? And then you have to include the middle initial. And so then you have to put another 100 again to send it back to you. And then you say, oh God, man, I feel like right now, I feel like I'm a victim of something. But nah, I feel the people are genuine. I go spend that last 100. And then you know what to do? You spend that last 100 again. And then you get a call. Did you get it? And then you say no. But I did everything right. So how come you didn't get it? And it goes on and on and on and on and on. I'm just concerned. With all good intentions, don't get me wrong. I'm just concerned. We're moving. Yeah, they texting me, Mikey, stop. Yeah, I mean, they say, Mikey, leave that alone. Yeah, stop. I'm not telling all you that. Anyway, let me that talk. We go in. So, the next thing that we have to tell all you about, boy, we're taking a trip. Boy, look at the time. I wonder if I could still do that story, boy. I find out we don't looking too pretty for time, you know. I wonder if I could do that tomorrow, boy. Let me do it. We did here. Let me do it. So, a doctor in what's the place? St. Lucia, right? So a doctor in St. Lucia, so she was giving to her patients Ivermectin according to reports as part of the treatment for COVID-19. The authorities in St. Lucia say, no go so. And they say, listen, they take away her license to practice for a period of time, and then she was fined. She said, oh, all I want money? Well, look it.
On November 24th, the Medical and Dental Council formally notified and fined Dr. Gilbertha St. Rose $10,000 for conducting an unapproved and unmonitored clinical trial using the anti-parasite drug Ivermectin to treat COVID-19 in her patients. Dr. St. Rose was issued a 30-day deadline by the Medical and Dental Council to settle the fine. The embattled Ivermectin advocate has offered to pay up well before the December 24th deadline, except the currency she intends to use probably isn't legal tender, at least not in the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union.
Medical and Dental Council of St. Lucia are playing games with me.
Right, yeah.
The Medical and Dental Council are playing games with me. So here that's $10,000 fine.
Yes.
I will open this box and see how much money is in there to pay that fine of $10,000.
I must take a picture of
Yeah,
that.
let's see how much is in there. You know, Monopoly money, because this is a game. The folks are playing a game with me. Medical and Dental Council, your money is coming. $10,000. Might put a little bit extra on it.
Dr. Gilbertha St. Rose, as ordered by the Medical and Dental Council on November 23rd, has been barred from practicing medicine in St. Lucia for the next 6 months. Dr. St. Rose does have a pathway to have her suspended medical certificate reinstated. She can appeal the Medical and Dental Council's ruling in court or submit in writing that her Ivermectin advocacy and usage in her practice was done without the requisite approvals. In the interim, however, Dr. St. Rose and her supporters continue to protest the Medical and Dental Council's ruling.
Do you support Dr. St. Rose? Yes! Everybody support Dr. St. Rose! 100%! Hold on.
Say no to vaccine! No vaccine. We trust in God. We live by faith, not by fear. And they're charging Dr. St. Rose. Sometimes you have to break the laws of man to fulfill the will of God.
On the weekend, a cohort of placard-bearing sympathizers converged in canneries to demonstrate the government's pro-vaccine agenda and show solidarity with Dr. St. Rose. The Medical and Dental Council, led by Dr. Andre Matthew, has not publicly responded to Dr. St. Rose's latest antics.
Yes.
All right, Riani, thank you very much, Bejin. And I mean, thank you very much, Bejin. All right, so that's the drama with that. Here's what. Give me a minute now. Let me drink some water on the program and things like that. And when we come back, we have for you the national report and we had the weather and thing now. So all take all the time and thing now. We come in, take all the time. Listen, share the thing now, man. Why is that one, dog?
The Housing Authority offers products that people can choose from, products that people can access. And I think anyone looking to build, just call the Housing Authority of Grenada. The service was superb. Every step of the way, they collaborated with the owner, they collaborated with the builder. The builder himself was really good. For what I've seen them do, I have to say that from buildings they have done in the past to where they are now, they have come up to speed with modern trends, modern designs, and I think I will advise anybody to choose the Housing Authority of Grenada.
We enjoy the luxury of a quality water supply. But it can come to this. Have adequate storage.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo Supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip the line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
As you celebrate this festive season, beware of mixing alcohol with energy drinks. Studies show that this combo triples your risk of getting drunk and inhibits your brain's ability to tell that you've had enough. Alcohol is a depressant, while the caffeine in energy drinks act as a stimulant. When you mix the two, you'll feel the stimulant effects of the caffeine more strongly, and this can mask the effects of alcohol. You may not feel drunk, but your body is experiencing the effects of alcohol, so your balance and judgment are affected. Remember, the best option is drinking little or no alcohol this holiday season. Put safety first. A message from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council.
Boss Care is an innovative daycare center that opened its doors when the country reopened after the lockdown in 2020. Our center provides a nurturing, fun, and safe environment for children to socialize, learn, and grow. We provide care the way you do. Our commitment to the parents using our service and the community is to provide care with a difference. And this is reflected in our flexible opening hours, creative learning programs to engage every child, and the benefits you receive when choosing Boss Care. This amazing center is a fully gated compound with lots of yard space to play and explore. We are minutes away from the Progress Park and a few seconds from the lovely beaches right here in Simone St. Andrew. At Boss Care, we cater for children 3 months to 8 years by offering full care time and aftercare services. Our opening hours are from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. We open on Saturdays and holidays upon request. We offer day and night care, transportation services to drop home at nights and pick up from school in the afternoons, special discount packages to suit every parent's budget, and a team of professional staff that has years of experience working with children. So, what are you waiting for? Check us out on Facebook at Boss Care to see all the fun activities we do and get to learn more about us. Give us a call today at 534-1189 or 459-5632, or send us a message on Facebook or WhatsApp at 534-1189. Boss Care. Experience care with a difference.
Can't wait to see you. Bye.
Make your Christmas bright with our Christmas Countdown daily deals at Ramdani's True Value. That's right. Starting December 4th, you get 20% off select hardware, and there's new daily discounts all December long. It doesn't end there. Select Harris paints and accessories are 15% off, and all fabrics are 12% off. Get an early start on your Christmas shopping, and you'll get the best deals at all Ramdani's True Value locations. Don't miss these savings.
Gifts of love with dread, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with dread.
We're bringing you gifts of love with cheer at the communal. This Christmas, we are your Santa. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Get in on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2022. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2022. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with joy.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Grenada.
Count me, because we all count.
Count all of us. Nothing about us without us.
Count me.
Count me. We all count too.
Count me.
Count me. We all count too.
Count me. We are people too.
Count all of us. Nothing about us without us. Because we all count for the coming census.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call Superb Distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
Repair work to begin soon on government printery. Details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Wednesday, December 22nd, I am Rikisha St. Louis. Minister for Infrastructure Development, Senator Norland Cox, says remedial work on the building that houses the government printery should be completed in about 2 to 3 weeks following Friday's planned visit by contractors. The last in a series of assessments of the building was completed on Monday, and both interim and long-term solutions were identified to resolve issues with the building. The immediate recommended course of action is to build up the roof to alleviate the leaking that occurs when it rains. On Wednesday, Infrastructure Minister Norland Cox, Labour Commissioner Cyrus Griffith, and General Manager of the Government Printery Christopher Cornwall conducted a thorough walkthrough of the facility to identify the areas that are in need of urgent repairs. Senator Cox told GIS his government is cognizant of the daily services that are provided by the team at the printery, and as such, immediate action must be taken.
They do everything from A to Z to ensure that government functions. They were having some challenges in terms of leaks on the roof, and we've been working to see how we can have those remedied as quickly as possible. So I had a walkthrough this morning to get an appreciation, first-hand view of the situation at hand. So we are going to have it remedied. We're going to have contractors here as soon as Friday to look at the work to be done. And we see within the next 2 to 3 weeks, this should be completed.
Based on the outcome of the meeting with the General Manager, Senator Cox says he does not believe the public will see a repeat of Monday's industrial action by staff.
I think that in honest, they recognize that we are moving with the work, so we do not anticipate any further industrial action in that regard. We have given a clear indication as to what we are going to do, and they expect to see the prospective contractors here on Friday, who will be coming to do the walkthrough. So I think that is a clear indication on our part that we are going to have this remedied. So I don't anticipate any action from them going forward.
The Royal Grenada Police Force will be increasing its patrols and presence during the Yuletide season as part of its operation to ensure safety. Members of the force deem this necessary as they anticipate clusters of events island-wide following the recent ease in restrictions. Effective Thursday, December 23rd, the public will see more officers being deployed at strategic locations and at events throughout the island. ACP John Charles, head of the operational arm of the RGPF, told members of the media on Wednesday that the increase is not meant to hinder the plans of the public, but rather to minimize threats and risk.
An increased presence of police officers. 2, police checkpoints at various locations throughout the country. 3, regular police patrols, both mobile and on foot in nature, geared at monitoring and ensuring compliance of events and activities, be it spontaneous or ad hoc. We must remind you that the increased presence of uniform and plainclothes officers during the period beginning this Thursday, December 23rd, 2021, is not in any way to intimidate or prevent you from going about your planned business, but is to be there to support or in support of the strategy implemented for your protection as required by the intention of public safety.
ACP Charles says the police force alone cannot maintain order and everyone must play their role. He called on members of the public to adhere to the protocols in place for their safety.
Being poised does not mean that the RGPF can do it or will do it alone or in isolation. We wish to appeal to everyone within the territorial boundaries of Grenada, to include citizens and visitors alike, to join us, to be involved in order to ensure law and order is maintained in the state to the benefit of all during the period. We wish to remind everyone to be mindful and not lose sight of the current pandemic. Persons are reminded that the pandemic requires a serious level of responsibility from everyone for the safety at all times. We must also be mindful that no one should lose sight of the need, as required by the COVID-19 regulations, to comply with the protocols during the period.
Continuing the news, the newly installed cold storage unit at the St. George's Meat Market on Melville Street, St. George's, will be made available for butchers in the coming days to store meat as Grenadians shop for the holiday. During an interview on Wednesday, Infrastructure Minister Senator Nolan Cox says it's one of the emergency measures put in place to help the farmers and butchers in anticipation of increased sales. The cold storage facility will be in addition to the truck that is currently used at the temporary meat market while work is ongoing at the facility.
As you know, we've been trying to get the meat market up and running as quickly as possible, and so the work is not completed as yet. However, whatever work that is done is going to be make available to the persons who are using the market, the farmers, the butchers, so at the cold storage they can store their stuff there in the meantime. But we have some more work to do there, and we are happy to get the cold storage up and running so that the butchers can store their meat there in the meantime, especially for this busy holiday season. So we are moving forward, and we are happy to support the farmers in that regard.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
That's it. Tonga. All right, big noise. Moving out. Let's move now. I took my best shot to keep Grenada moving. Driver, let's move.
A message from the Ministry of Health.
Welcome back. Head of the Traffic Department, Superintendent Randy Connaught, describes 2021 road accident statistics as troubling and calls for more vigilance among motorists. Superintendent Connaught joined top-ranking officers of the police force on Wednesday for a press conference to highlight concerns and share updates on the operations of the force. He said for the year so far, the force has recorded a steady increase in accidents. For the period January to November, there were 2,347 accidents, an increase of 372 for the same period in 2020. 109 accidents have been recorded during December, 66 from the 12th to the 18th, and 43 from December 17th to the 19th.
The rate of accidents for a small island of ours are moving at a speed totally unacceptable. Our 2020 accident statistics already account for 2,226 reported accidents, and that already has exceeded our 2020 total road count by way of accidents. Just last week, for the period 12 to 18 December, we accounted for a total of 66 road accidents. And just over the weekend, 17th to the 19th of December, 43 accidents. This is unprecedented, and the current state of affairs are at this time in the period of elevated police operations.
Superintendent Connaught said although the majority of accidents recorded for the year were of a minor nature, the trend is still a cause for concern. He appealed for motorists to exercise extreme caution on the roads.
Traffic management and accident mitigation efforts are at its heightened stage, and I dare say, Grenada, we have a problem. I want to appeal to all motorists and pedestrians alike that we all have to make a conscious effort to drastically reduce the number of road accidents. We already accounted for 8 road fatalities for 2021, and might I add that accidents are all avoidable. And whenever they occur, they burden the resources of the state, especially the healthcare services, who at this time has been working in overdrive during this pandemic. We continue our relentless efforts to pursue drivers driving while being under the influence of alcohol. And just by way of comparison, for 2020, a total of 36 persons were arrested and charged for driving, for having alcohol in the system above the legal limit of 70 micrograms. For 2021, already we have arrested and charged 48 persons.
The Grandance Home for the Aged and the Dorothy Hopkins Home for Disabled are the latest recipients of gifts from the Embassy of the People's Republic of China in Grenada as part of a Chinese traditional goodwill gesture. The items presented on Tuesday included sanitary supplies along with electrical appliances. Ambassador Wei Hongsheng said that the Chinese tradition is always to take care of the aged and help those who are unable to fend for themselves.
So happy to be here with you this afternoon and to hand over these life necessities and some electronic equipments to this Grandance Home for the Aged. Yes, as Mr. Liu mentioned, that is our tradition, Chinese tradition, that we always show our respect and love and care to the aged people. And that's a very good tradition. So, you know, while as embassy in Grenada, while promoting relations between the two countries and in fulfilling our duties, we would like to have more, engagement, communication with the local community, and reach out all, the sectors of the society.
Chrisma Blair, matron and general manager of the Grandans Home for the Aged, accepted the gifts on behalf of the residents.
Thank you so much to the Chinese ambassador for your charitable donations. It is individuals like you all and organizations that like you all that make this home possible to run. We do thank you all so much. It is greatly appreciated. And we know definitely as we aim to make the life of the elderly much better, we know definitely when you all turn rich, you're going to be greater because you all did very well when you all was young. You all did help out. You all will reap the reward of your all hard work. So we thank you all so much for that.
At the Dorothy Hopkins Center for the Disabled, Vice President Claire Dolland accepted the gifts, expressing gratitude for the goodwill gesture, saying the residents will be very pleased, especially those who enjoy watching television.
On behalf of the Board of Directors, the management and staff, and residents of the Dorothy Hopkins Center for Disabled, we want to say a heartfelt thank you, Ambassador and Mrs. Ambassador's wife. So we are truly grateful for this. You know, we'll make good use of it. And as you say, it will help to improve their lives.
Yes.
I know that for sure, especially those who love to watch television.
Yes.
Yes. So we thank you again for your thoughtfulness, your kindness, and your generosity.
In recent weeks, other institutions also benefited from gifted items by the embassy. Finally, in the news, Grenadians are urged to visit the temporary market facility at the Kirani James Stadium car park when shopping for their local ground provisions and vegetables on Thursday, December 23rd and 24th, and Thursday, December 30th and Friday, 31st. The temporary market at the Kirani James Stadium car park has adequate parking space and also makes it easier and hassle-free to purchase from the various vendors. On Thursday, 24th, there will be added attractions to enhance the shopping experience. The sweet sound of the Comancheros Still Orchestra from 5 p.m. That story just ended the national report for Wednesday, December 22nd. Let's recap the top story. Repair work to begin soon on government printery. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rikisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
Thank you very much, Rikisha, and the rest of the GIS news team. It's a pleasure. And what next do we have for you? So what we have now is the weather. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy with few light to moderate showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 25.5 degrees Celsius, winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves at 6 to 8 feet in open waters. A marine advisory remains in effect. And weather for tomorrow, that's Thursday, sun is expected to rise at 6:24 a.m. and set at 5:49 p.m. Weather partly cloudy with few isolated showers, light isolated showers. Maximum temperature 31 degrees Celsius, minimum 25.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas are expected to be moderate to slightly rough with waves 6 to 8 feet in open waters. A marine advisory remains in effect for tomorrow. And big up to the folks who are currently tuned in on YouTube with your big screen TV showing off on Ting Tyrone Jackson. I see that you're there, and all the others. Blessings to all that. Alright. Alright. Such fundamental assumptions and damning results as have followed the practice of vaccination. Doctor, somebody send us a note on YouTube. Are they reading the Mr. Tyrone Jackson? He says, quote, so I think it's a quote from Dr. E.M. Ripley. Never in the history of medicine has there been produced so false a theory, such fraudulent assumptions and damning results as have followed the practice of vaccination. I don't know, I just read the thing. I don't share that for you, because I'm not a doctor. I just read them people thing here, Papa. Okay, so let me pick up a few people. Let me see who's on the beanies. We still have quite a few people on the program, so we want to pick up everybody, whether you're celebrating a birthday, an anniversary, or just life. Celine and Ellis, Leslie and Brenda and Adonna and Vicky and Charmaine and Meryl and Mike, Micaiah, Kemi, Rena, Mom, Lintona, my whole family, your family, Cassie. Did I say Yvonne? Did I say Cynthia? Did I say Kireen? Did I say Shirin? Did I say Della? Who else? Did I say Suzette? Big up a whole self, Suzette. I mean, so everybody on the program, blessings to you, and we'll be back with you tomorrow, God's willing. Yeah, and I have the hampers tomorrow, boy. Java, Kathy, Cynthia. Yeah, so tomorrow I have real thing. So we're gonna make it nice, special. Who else is with us? Brenda, I see you there. Brenda. So big up, Brenda, and everybody else. Take care of yourselves and your family. Okay, let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, Ja! No! Alright? Adeline, I see you there. And Rolanda. Take care. Have a good one.